The Knicks' war of attrition was beginning to show its effects.
They were physically beating us up. And then it got to the point where we started getting mentally tired.
Battered and bruised, the Bulls were becoming frustrated. And as Chicago seemed to weaken, New York grew stronger.
What you have to understand is that they were playing some good basketball at the time. That was a bad thing, is that it'd be different if they were coming in and just trying to beat us up and not playing very well, and they weren't getting good performances out of people over there, but they were.
Taking 2 of the next 3 games from Chicago, New York would even the series. The stunned Bulls would be forced to head home for a decisive 7th game.
Who would have thought it would come to this? The 7th game between the Knicks and the Bulls?
The Knicks' ambush had taken its toll. And the Bulls were feeling the pain and the pressure.
The whole season was riding on that one particular game, and my proclaimed dream team, you know, one game 48 minutes from now could all be over with without us having a chance to repeat.
For the first time, the Bulls' quest for a second title was in doubt. A loss now, and their magnificent season would be remembered only for unfulfilled expectations.
No tomorrow, no tomorrow. Let's go. Hey, let's go for it all. Play with that back to the wall. Let's go. What time is it? Game time!
They had underestimated the Knicks' resolve. But with their championship on the line, the Bulls were at their determined best. Relying more on force than finesse, the Knicks tried desperately to muscle their way back into the game. But the focused Bulls were undaunted.
X was one of those players that tries to go out and intimidate you, and I wasn't backing down from his intimidation.
I go both ways. Don't start. Don't start. Hey, don't start. I'm telling you.
Now, McDaniel wants a piece of Pippen. Jake O'Donnell.
There comes a time we have to make a stand, and we had to make a physical stand against New York.
Now Jordan and McDaniel's face, and there's a technical on both teams.
When I spoke up for Scotty, at that particular time, it was the support of the whole team, not just myself, that we believe in you. And we're not going to let someone come in and actually try to take what we feel you have. And, you know, you got to be strong as well as we're going to be strong beside you.
It was good on his part, you know, to have a teammate or someone to be able to step in and say, hey, no more BS. We're ready for anything you guys ready this out.
Fortified by their unity, the Bulls decisively took control of the contest.
Here's Jordan, splitting through. Jordan with the steal. And then it's stolen by Starks. McDaniel chased by Jordan. It's a clean block.
Closing out the series, Chicago gratefully put this unexpectedly grueling test of their championship medal behind them.
The Chicago Bulls have defeated the New York Knicks 181.
I think the New York series did a lot as far as finding out what we were really made of. It tested our characters to see if we could respond to adversity.
Well, I think this team has outstanding character. I think they understand how they have to support each other, both mentally and physically. But I think the character ultimately sets this team apart from the other teams in the league right now.
While New York had tried to overpower Chicago, their next opponent, the Cleveland Cavaliers, would now try to outwit them.
We had a great deal of respect for Cleveland, not because they were going to come in and knock our blocks off maybe like the New York Knicks did, but because of their basketball skills and ability and their size.
The air of invincibility that had marked the regular season was gone.
Chicago 0 for 11 tonight. They have yet to hit a field goal.
And the Bulls would again be forced to fight for their survival. Unable to solve Cleveland's disciplined half-court offense, Chicago resorted to a relentless inside assault led by Michael Jordan. But playing at this tempo was playing into Cleveland's hands. And after 4 games, the series was knotted at 2. With neither team giving ground in Game 5, the series was still either team's to win. But that was about to change.
It's one of those series that went back and forth until we finally read their team. And if we get a chance to adapt our game and read a team, it's over for them.
With a quarter left in this pivotal game, the Bulls were ready to make their move. The starters would begin the assault.
The Chicago Bulls on fire.
But the bench would finish it.
B.J. Armstrong left-handed up and in off the window. B.J. with 9.
With B.J. Armstrong and Cliff Levingston pushing the Bulls' attack into overdrive, the Cavaliers simply couldn't keep up. Needing just one more win to complete their long journey back to the finals, Chicago was relentless.
Tonight, the game we've all been waiting for. You got a classic basketball game with 2 very desperate and determined teams.
Though Cleveland fought valiantly, the focused Bulls methodically closed out the series.
Oh, what a look from Jordan finding Grant. Chicago Bulls are headed back to the NBA championship round.
So I think it was a mission that we'd be at Portland to play for the championship. But along the way, we had to get through those other obstacles, and we did. Not easily, not in a pretty manner, but maybe it's a test of character that the team was still able to regroup itself despite disappointment and get here. And I think that's who we are.
As the Bulls waited to play for their second straight title, Michael Jordan took time to collect a second straight award of his own.
3 MVPs, 6 straight scoring titles. You are simply the standard by which basketball excellence is measured. Congratulations.
With their MVP leading them, the Bulls were ready to take on the Trailblazers.
Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you may be. Welcome to the NBA Finals.
Here we go. Portland and Chicago. It was almost inevitable. They were the favorites in November, and now they meet in June.
We're all ready for this game, and the noise level here at the stadium will soon be earth-shattering.
The Bulls trying to do what few have done before, and that is repeat.
There's no wars, no beef.
The Trailblazers on a mission, trying to prove that they belong.
The world has been waiting 2 years for this matchup. The feeling that we have right now is like bungee jumping, standing on that tower, standing on that bridge.
It's all about, baby. Let's play.
Questions at all? Just play the game, we'll referee. Have a good game, guys. Have a good series.
Having completed their arduous journey through the playoffs, the Bulls entered the finals with a feeling of relief.
Jordan baseline jump pass. Pippen with a slam game.
Go, Keith. Take a seat.
I got it.
But with Terry Porter starting them off, it was the Blazers who broke quickly from the gate.
Lost the dribble off his foot. 3-on-2 for the Blazers. Drexler all the way. So Portland beginning to fly all over the court. Porter with the open shot. And the Blazers have hit their first 7 field goal attempts.
You haven't got his rhythm yet for offense. You got to keep pushing. Find your rhythm.
Chicago would find its rhythm in the person of Michael Jordan, who was about to answer the Blazers' hot shooting and much more.
George with the steal. Eluding Ainge. Yes.
Let's go, babe.
Now Jordan posting up. Goes to the fadeaway. Through the foul. It counts. Jordan eluding Robinson. Yes.
Oh, he is on fire.
Unleashing a new weapon from his arsenal, Jordan single-handedly took over the game.
Jordan for 3 more hits. Boy, when you're hot, and when you're not, you're not. And that young fella is hot.
hurt here. We got to defend them. Let's go. We got to get back and defend them. We got to get good shots out here.
Despite the Blazers' plans, on this night, no defense in the world could have halted the aerial barrage to come.
Jordan for three. He is hot. Woo! Well, Michael has gone to a new weapon.
Jordan would drill 6 3-pointers and drive a stake into the Blazers' hearts.
Pippen, 2 men to beat, drives for the basket, puts the back, follow Michael Jordan! Jordan, with his magic carpet, threw it down. He's everywhere, he's everywhere. He's in a frenzy here. And a Jordan fires another three. Oh, no! I don't believe it. 3-pointers from Jordan. What in the world is going on?
There's Jordan for three. Yes! Did you see that look? Michael indicating he can't believe it.
He feels it. There's nothing else he can say other than the man feels it and lets us know.
This is the greatest performance, maybe ever, in the single half, playoff, or in the history of this league.
Chicago fans had witnessed one of playoff history's most spectacular performances. And the second half would be merely a curtain call.
He wants to run. 4-on-2 break. He leads Horace Grant with a slam jam. What a start for the defending world champions of the NBA.
As the Bulls completed the romp, the story of the night was, of course, Michael Jordan.
I started running for that three-point line. I felt a great rhythm. It felt like a free throw, really, from that distance.
The only thing you could just sit back and say, ah, and wow, and woo, and, just like a little kid out there, everything he threw up, he hit.
He was hot, and we all knew it. He knew it, and he just going to go out there. I don't think he was going to miss from 2, from 3, or from half-court range. He just had that feeling.
There's a lot of series where a game goes like this the first game, the second game's totally different. It better be different. I know we're better than this, believe me.
Entering Game 2, the Trailblazers optimistically hoped for a new beginning, and their strategy was apparent. Every time Jordan had the ball, he would find himself surrounded by Blazers. An emotionally charged Portland team tried to overwhelm Chicago with sheer hustle.
Cranks up the long jumper, air balls it wide right. Drexler dives on the end, and Buck Williams scores. And that may be the wake-up call for the Blazers. Deflected away again, and a Pippen is stripped at midcourt. Picked back up by Portland down court. Drexler over! Bill Cartwright with a thunder slam! And suddenly, Portland showing more muscle than they have in the past.
You got to get the ball moving. We're standing around, taking looks. Get that ball, move it. You're not making them work hard enough on defense.
To ignite their sputtering offense, Jordan began to set up his teammates. Coolly picking apart Portland's defense.
Cross-court pass, action open for three. Get it again! Get it again! Jordan just holding the ball, dribbling with the right hand, signaling with the left, starts his move. Wheels in the right corner, Henson fires a three, and scores! Bobby Henson of all people buries a three. That's the end of the third period. It's a Bulls 77, Portland 70.
The fourth quarter would see Jordan begin to look for his own shot. And as they stretched their lead to 10, the Bulls seemed to have everything going their way.
Now there's a steal by Pippen, foul in the backcourt. And if it's on Drexler, that's 6. It is. Titus fouled out.
It just gets worse and worse for the Trailblazers.
Nothing in my mind told me that this team would be able to stay with us without a leader like Clyde Drexler. It was just right there saying, you guys are going to win this game, just finish it.
But finishing the Blazers would prove to be more difficult than it seemed.
Foul call of MJ, and it's 4 on Michael.
23 in the back.
Oh, Des Kersey just called a technical on Michael Jordan.
That was not a true statement, but you were talking about me, and I don't talk about you.
Jordan's temper had flared, but it was Portland that would catch fire.
Gotta have your fun.
Playing with renewed passion,